Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2Y banana seal. You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
Everybody, ring your bells. Why? Because, well, football might be dead. That's right, folks. If you are living under a rock, you may not have heard, but the GOAT, Tom Brady, has been sent to NFL career slaughter. Hopefully we'll get some good commentating lamb roasts. Maybe some nice lamb chops of him doing content somewhere else. But as the whole lamb holds, the football career is done. The GOAT is gone.
Have a moment of silence.
And listen to the TTT. What up, everybody? I am Riley, not so Slim Shady Peters. With me, as always, my brother, Dr. Preston Rowe. Oh, wait. I need to do something even funnier for this. But this is the Trash Talk Tailgate. Preston, Brady's gone, man. How do you feel?
Feel very sad. It's like
Yeah.
a part of me died. He was always my favorite player to watch growing up. Him and Michael Vick from Virginia Tech. They were my two favorite football players to watch. It's just, you cannot deny Tom Brady's greatness. Like, I know a lot of people hate him, but, you know, you just, even if you don't like Tom Brady because he just kicked your ass, because he kicked a lot of people's asses, you have to respect his greatness and you have to admire his dedication to the game that I think we all love so much.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just has a punchable face, but I get what you're saying.
How can you think he has a punchable face, dude? Fuck you.
Nah, I'm just thinking. But, yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, this is one of those where every time it's happened, because this isn't the first time, you've been like, okay, whatever. But this one, I mean, it feels real.
It feels real.
It is real.
It hits differently than it did last year, because last year I was like, oh, okay, you know, it almost seemed like he came back out of spite last year because Adam Schefter announced it before he could announce it, and he's just like, okay, well, fuck you, I'm just gonna unretire and play football just to spite you because you didn't let me have my moment. And it seems like, you know, he woke up at 6 a.m., he posted it. I'm in Tampa, where I am currently right now. And he was just chilling on a beach somewhere. And it seems real because he didn't make a huge show about it. He just said, I'm going to cut the BS and I'm retiring. And he didn't give Adam Schefter a chance to drop it before he could. It seems real, which is very sad.
Yeah, man, it is. It is a big day. I mean, the name that's been around since we were wee tots is taking this bow from the great graces that he was in. I mean, what do you think's next? What do you think's next for good old Tampa Brady?
Well, he signed, I believe it was a $500 million contract with Fox to be their number one color commentator for the football broadcasts that they do each week. So, you know, it's if you know, he already had a shitload of money from his playing career, but dude, $500 million to commentate on a game. I got in the wrong profession, man.
Life would be a dream.
Yeah, you know. So that's probably what he'll do. Unless something drastic happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that feels like definitely the best eye, especially seeing how well Tony Romo's done. And, you know, he's dumb.
Well, I mean,
No,
he
he's
used
a
to be
great
really
quarterback.
good.
No, he's
I
a great
mean,
quarterback. He's a Cowboy.
well, no, I'm
I'm
talking
just
about
talking
like
shit.
I don't give a shit about him as a quarterback. Just, fuck the Cowbros. But
Bro.
I really enjoyed Tony Romo, but now all he does is just suck off Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, and it's kind of nauseating. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So, I think Tampa Brady has a good chance to take a large slice of the market for retired quarterback NFL commentators. Take that one, Kirk Herbstreit.
Fuck you. Oh man, dude. But yeah, Riley, like, just in case anyone out there is still trying to debate whether or not Tom Brady is in fact the greatest quarterback of all time, maybe the greatest player in NFL history. Let's just go through some copious notes real quick about his illustrious career. Just first of all, I mean, I had to break this down into like 6 different categories. There's so many stats, dude. He's got 7 Super Bowl rings. He had 6 with the Patriots. Obviously, his last one was in Tampa. And that's more Super Bowls that he has than all of the NFL franchises. Like, because the Steelers and the Patriots both have 6. And Brady is the reason that the Patriots have 6 Super Bowl rings. So he, as an individual player, has more Super Bowl rings than every NFL franchise, which is just insane. He's got 5 Super Bowl MVPs, and he went to the Super Bowl, dude. He went to the Super Bowl 10 times, which is just insane. His regular season passing stats, 89,214. That's almost 9,000 more than second place on that list, which is Drew Brees, and Drew Brees has 80,358 yards. Third on that list is Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady has almost surpassed him by over. He's almost got Manning by 20,000 yards because Peyton Manning is 71,940. And then fifth, just to in case that doesn't blow your mind enough, 5th on the all-time passing yards leader in NFL history is Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's got 64,088 yards. Tom Brady has over 89,000. Just let that sink in for a second. Like, postseason passing yards, he's got 13,400. The second most is Peyton Manning with 7,339. That's over a 6,000 yard difference in terms of playoff passing yards. This stat is fucking insane too. He's got 88 career postseason touchdowns. And tied for second on that list is Joe Montana and Aaron Rodgers, and they each have 45. If Tom Brady would have thrown 2 more touchdown passes in the playoffs, he would have doubled Joe Montana and Aaron Rodgers combined.
Joe Montana.
Yeah. Yeah, these stats are insane. He's got 35 career playoff wins. Joe Montana is second on that list with 16. Tom Brady has almost 20 more career playoff wins than second place on that list. Buffalo Bills fans and really AFC East fans in general, you might get triggered real quick. Tom Brady in the regular season in his career is 90-22 versus the AFC East. And he's 33-3 against the Buffalo Bills, which is fucking insane. He was 31-8 versus the New York Jets, and he's undefeated against 3 NFL teams. He beat the Patriots the one year he played them as a Buccaneer. He beat the Minnesota Vikings 6 times. He's 6-0 against them. And he beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 4 times. So he's 4-0 against them. He had 3 NFL MVPs, 15 Pro Bowl selections, 6 All-Pros. He made the playoffs in 20 of his 21 years as a starter. And I believe the only year he missed it was in 2002. So his second full year as a starter.
Mm.
But he's made the playoffs every single year since then. And to me, this might be the craziest stat of all time. If you take away Tom Brady's touchdown passes to Rob Gronkowski, Randy Moss, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, and Mike Evans. So basically, if you take away all of his most prominent and noteworthy receivers that he's had throughout his career, if you just take all of those away, he's still got 418 regular season passing touchdowns. And with just that alone, that would make him tied for 7th all time with Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh shit!
It's insane. He's also got 44 career fourth quarter comebacks, which, as we all know, most all time. And, he's captain comeback for a reason. It's just, and Riley, what else can you say that hasn't already been said? He's the GOAT, and I think the most praise you can give someone, especially a quarterback, is like whenever he had the ball and he was down with 2 minutes to go, no matter what the situation was, if you were on the opposing side, you were fucking terrified. Because you're like, he's going to go down here and do this to us again. He's going to find a way to win this football game again.
He's going to do it again.
Yeah. And, you can hate him all you want, but you have to give him his props and, more importantly, his respect, because he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And football is going to miss him. It's never going to be the same. And we are never going to see anything like this ever again.
Yeah. Jumping off of that, I mean, now there's a little bit of a power vacuum left in the NFL, and that who's the current great. So now we get to see the next generation battle it out to be the next Brady.
No one's going to be the next Brady.
I mean, yeah, but someone's going to be the one that everyone says is the next Brady. Doesn't matter if they live up to it or not, but there's always going to be someone that's going to go, "Are you the next Brady?" So who's the next Brady going to be? That's going to be a fun competition to watch in the coming up years.
Well, Riley, let's just take a minute to okay? I just want to say something. Yes, everyone's always going to be, "Oh, he's the next Tom Brady." Right now it's Patrick Mahomes. Everyone thinks Patrick Mahomes has a chance. And Mahomes has a chance, but I don't think he's ever going to get there. But that just shows you how retarded and stupid just sports media is in general. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why we started this podcast, because we actually know what the fuck we're talking about. Watch the Trash Talk Tailgate.
We'll cure all your ails.
We will. But I mean, the closest one is Mahomes, and Mahomes isn't going to get there.
Do you think he's going to break himself first? I'm saying. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to stop him is him breaking.
I mean, dude, even if he wins this Super Bowl, because he's playing in he's been to 3. This will be his 3rd. And if he wins this Super Bowl, he'll still need 5 more wins just to catch Brady.
Oh,
you see that happening? I don't.
As long as he stays playing, yes, it'll happen.
It won't happen.
If he can have a career as long as Brady's, he will compete with him in the numbers. I think he's gonna break before that.
That's fair.
That's but I'm saying if he plays, as long as he is on the football field, he will put up those fucking numbers. He's kind of proven that.
I mean, he can put up numbers, but I don't think he's going to get the Super Bowls.
I mean,
I don't think we will ever see that ever again. Because, dude, think about it. I mean, think about all the young talent we've got in the AFC alone. You've got Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson in Cleveland.
Bro, how many great quarterbacks were there in the time of Tom Brady? Like all of those
Yeah,
guys you just named were here with him too. Like I'm
but
just
that's why
saying, reason. There's a reason why they're the greats are the greats.
Yes.
I do believe. I mean, I do believe Patrick Mahomes is one. I mean, he is a great.
No, he is, but he's not Brady. That's my
No.
point.
I'm just saying he's gonna put up some numbers though. As long as he plays,
No
he's gonna
matter
put up some
what you
fucking
do,
numbers.
I don't think he'll ever be Tom Brady in terms of numbers, accomplishments, everything combined. I don't think he'll be Tom Brady.
No, I mean that's a crazy bar to set. You got to have ridiculous longevity. Which once again, that's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna break before he gets the chance to.
That's fair.
But if by God's grace, he plays the same career as Brady, I bet you the numbers will be pretty similar.
I think the numbers will probably be
like I'm
similar.
talking all of the numbers, Super Bowls, everything. I'm telling you, he's a winner. He's a fucking winner. He's only been around for a little bit. He's already been to 3. You can't deny it. You can't say the man isn't a goddamn winner. He hobbled his way. He went through 2 teams. Two teams.
It isn't about Patrick Mahomes, Riley.
I know.
Dude, and we're about to talk about this. Like, his division just got a lot tougher.
They did.
So
they did. But yeah, anyways,
to talk about that. But it's about it'll Tom be fun. Brady, fucker.
Yeah, but every time you talk about the past, you got to talk about the future.
That's true.
But I absolutely congratulations to Tom Brady. He did have an amazing career. He set a bar that most likely won't be passed. I do agree with that. It's gonna be crazy.
If there was ever
have that kind of longevity,
if there was ever just like in the dictionary, if you just looked up first ballot NFL Hall of Famer, you would just see Tom Brady's face.
It's the picture that I pulled up right here. It's this one.
Yeah, dude. What else can you say? Just he's the GOAT. I mean, I loved watching him play. I loved watching him play.
I hated every second of it. No, I'm just kidding. No, he is such a great. If you're a fan of him, he's such a great person to look up to, and if you don't like him, he's such a great heel to cheer against. And I think that's something that'll truly never be like caught again in the NFL. Like one person being the best of both of those worlds while still winning championship after championship and always being competitive. Like it's crazy the mark that he's left on football. And I'm excited to see him as a commentator. Books are still out on NFL players going to it. I know he's obviously very smart and he's got a good personality, but sometimes some shit just doesn't translate. I just hope he's good. I think he'd be a good one.
And I mean, dude, like if you watched his combine back in 2000, dude, he doesn't look like an athlete at all, and that just goes to show you how much time and dedication and work he put into being great. And he got his chance when Drew Bledsoe got hurt against the New York Jets, and he never looked back. He took it. He took his opportunity, and he just fucking ran with it. He never looked back. And that's the thing that I will always love and remember about Tom Brady, the football player, is just how much he loved the game, how dedicated he was to the game, and just, dude, he knew what you were going to do, like, before the ball was even snapped. Like, you line up in this shell or in this look, okay, I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. Like, that's how great he was in his preparation and his dedication to watching film, learning defenses, knowing tendencies, all of that stuff that goes into it. And he was the master at it, even more so than Peyton Manning was. And he was awesome. I loved watching him. And, good luck in commentating or whatever else he decides to do.
Kissing your son, whatever you decide to go on to do.
You fucker. He's the greatest of all time, and football will never be the same. The NFL will never be the same without him.
Absolutely. All right, man. So on to the other piece of big breaking news that happened after we stopped recording our last
Dude,
episode.
literally 10 minutes after we stopped recording. I was so pissed.
Uh, the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints came to terms on a trade in which the Denver Broncos would send a 2023 first round draft pick and a 2024 second round draft pick to the New Orleans Saints in return for a 2024 third round draft pick and the right to hire Sean Payton as their head coach. That's right, folks. Sean Payton to the Broncos. It's been one of the biggest stories of the season, just like a through line that people keep talking about is like Sean Payton in the season coming up. Like it was clear about halfway through the season that people were still interested in him and he was still interested in coaching. And well, now we found out he's gonna go get Rocky Mountain High. That's kind of crazy, man. How you feeling about it?
I think it's a really good move. I think it's a great move for the Denver Broncos. They've got talent, dude. They've got talent all over the field. A lot of people thought Russ was going to be the missing ingredient last year.
Apparently, he's just missing a few ingredients, like
Yeah,
not leaving the pen
but
on the fucking heat.
I mean, dude, Nathaniel Hackett, he wasn't a good fit. He had never been a head coach before. So, and if you want to, if you want to tame Russ and if you want to get Russ to cook, you need a bona fide Super Bowl winning made man of a head coach. And that is exactly what Sean Payton is. I mean, dude, people thought Drew Brees was done when he left the Chargers and went to New Orleans.
Little did they know he was just beginning.
Exactly. And, he teamed up with Sean Payton and then never looked back. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl in 2009.
What?
And a lot of people think that Russ might be washed and done. I don't know, man.
But it's just beginning.
Sean Payton has a track record of this. I mean, he did it with Drew Brees when Drew Brees had a busted shoulder and he had shoulder surgery. So, I think it's a great move. They've got a lot of young talent. I mean, I love Jerry Jeudy coming out of the draft. Javonte Williams, he'll come back. Their defense is loaded with Bradley Chubb, Patrick Surtain, and just playmakers across the board. It's really can they get their offense clicking? And Sean Payton is one of the best offensive minds in football. Yep. He's got Russ. If he and Russ can click, it'll be a great thing. It'll be a lot of fun to watch. I think it's a great move for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah. Sean Payton, who went 152 for 89 with the New Orleans Saints as a head coach.
That's a point six. That's over 600 winning percentage. That's a .631 winning percentage, which is in the NFL. That's really difficult to do.
Yeah,
he's a winner.
He is a motherfucking winner. Like you already mentioned, but the legendary Super Bowl win against the Colts, the onside after halftime.
Dude, the balls of that onside was insane.
I mean, I remember that play. I remember watching that Super Bowl and seeing that play so vividly. It's crazy. And he's got some young talent, obviously because of the Russ trade, and now this trade. The draft pick situation's a little rough for him going into this draft, the 2023 draft. They have round 3, pick 68 from Indianapolis. They acquired that from Indianapolis. They have round 3, pick 69. Nice. Round 4, pick 108. Round 5, pick 140. Round 6 pick 194. That one's from Pittsburgh. And round 7 pick 247. That one's from Minnesota. So they've got some picks to work with. Obviously, the earliest pick they have is the 3rd round, but they have 2 back-to-back in the 3rd round. So that's a really, back-to-back 3rd rounders. That's going to be a big one for them to try to pick some people up. Because if my math is correct, that's like early 1st round. Or 3rd round, sorry. Early 3rd round. Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, the first pick should be 65.
65. Yep. So they're going to have to hit on those picks.
Yeah, they're going to have to. It's going to be imperative of them to pick smart there. And then they get 1 pick per round after that. So, yeah. Also, the reports have been out that Sean Payton's actually spent this year that he was commentating football games, also assembling a staff, which is funny. Fucking Darth Payton was going to people and like, would you like to join my empire? he was commentating on football games and then going to coaches at halftime and being like, you are weak here. You can be strong with me. If Sean Payton came up to you at like halftime and was like, hey, listen, I'm putting together a staff. I want you on it. I don't know where I'm going to be yet, but like, you're going to get a phone call. You just got to say yes and hop on a plane. Would you do it?
I would. 100%.
Yeah, I would too. I'd do
Hashtag
it so
hire
fucking
the
fast.
TTT.
Hashtag hire the TTT. I want to be Rocky Mountain High with you.
Yeah. But Riley, so just 2 more quick things. In the history of the NFL, as far as at least that I can remember, trades for coaches have always worked out. Because the Patriots, they traded for Bill Belichick, obviously. Talk about, the evil empire. And obviously they got 6 Super Bowls out of that. Lesser known trades for coaches. John Gruden was traded from the Raiders to the Bucks. He won a Super Bowl. Mike Holmgren was traded from the Packers to the Seahawks. They got to and lost the Super Bowl, but still they got to a Super Bowl. So I would say that trade was worth it. So I do think this will work out. But Riley, do you know who the biggest loser in all of this is? And I firmly believe this.
Who's the biggest loser?
The Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
Dude, they blew the wild card game to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And everyone thought Brandon Staley, and I was one of them. I've never been a fan of Brandon Staley. He's a defensive coach, but they're, last in the league in defense year after year with all of that talent. It makes no sense. I thought that if the Chargers would fire Brandon Staley, Sean Payton would take that job in a heartbeat. Because in terms of talent and potential job openings, that's the best one. Got Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa, Derwin James, Asante Samuel, Khalil Mack. Like, you've got talent and you are loaded on both sides. And
loaded to the fucking gills, dude.
And they decided to stick with Brandon Staley, which I said at the time was a huge mistake because they could have gotten Sean Payton. And now he's in their division, and they're gonna have to see him twice a year. So they 100% lost in this.
Twice a year and 69 times a second, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be thinking about him all the time.
Yeah,
man, it's a crazy one out there. It's man, those are 2 things that have really hit us hard in the past week. We just really wanted to sit down, put an episode out there, get our thoughts out there on these 2 things specifically. When we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We just want to keep this one short, sweet, to the point, and get out of here. So we're going to pack up and head out, folks. This has been the Trash Talk Tailgate. Peace.
Damn it, we didn't say like, comment, subscribe.